My name's Phoebe, and I am taking a class currently on Erich Fromm's teaching. And today I'm going to be talking about one of the main concepts that he focuses on, which is the art of living. And this is really what the class is about, is the art of living. My teacher, Mr. Squires, makes a very good point that, like, you wouldn't fly a plane without knowing that you can fly the plane. Like, you wouldn't, the art of living is just like art in general. And so it's like the art of painting. Like, you have to study the paint, you have to study the canvas, you have to know how things work before you can actually do it. And most of the time, it doesn't come out how you plan, but in the preparation, there's an art to making the art, which I find fascinating. And we focus on the art of living because most of us just wander through life not really knowing what we're doing, but we're just kind of doing it. And, you know, it's that why not type of reactions. Why not jump off that bridge? Why not paint? Why not fly an airplane? Why not do surgery? Like, why not? But the reason I'm curious as to why people think this way is because what is the real reason we take these risks or do these activities that are able to be why not reasons, but why not give them a deeper meaning? And every time I think of the art of living, I think of this time when I was in the Bahamas over immersion. Andros Island, we were jumping into this giant blue hole called Church's Blue Hole. And at this blue hole, it's a very, very large blue hole. It's miles wide and goes down. No one's touched the bottom. Like, it's ridiculous how large this blue hole is. But there's a platform about 24 feet up, and people were doing flips and jumping off the roof of the platform and doing all these jumps. And I said to myself before I went there that I wanted to do a backflip. And I'm no gymnast. I'm an athlete, more or less. But regardless, I've never done a backflip not on a trampoline. And to say that I wanted to do a backflip off of a 24-foot platform was kind of a big deal for me. But I knew that I could do it. I just was scared and didn't want to risk it. So we get there, and I did a jump off the platform. It was whatever. It was fine. And I recalled countless number of times that I've done backflips on my trampoline at home, nailed them perfectly, no big deal. I can do it just standing there. I do them jumping really high and just tucking into a backflip, but I've never done it off of a platform. And some of my friends before me, they were doing backflips, and one of my friends, she's a gymnast. Another one of my friends, he was like a diver, and me, I'm just, you know, like a non-flexible soccer lacrosse player who's saying that I can do a backflip. And I didn't necessarily have the proper training, but I did know that I was capable of doing this task. So I get on the edge of the platform, and it took me about 2 minutes to decide whether or not I wanted to do this backflip. And I'm standing there, and I'm contemplating it with my teacher, whether or not to do it, and he has faith in me that I can. But I'm still, like, worried about it. I'm scared I'm going to hurt myself or die. Like, this is life or death. This is a tall platform. Rocks are at the bottom of this, like, underneath the platform. Easily I could have slipped and just hit my head. But he had full faith in me. I had some confidence in myself. And so finally I just went for it. And looking back on it, I do not regret it at all. It was an exhilarating experience. Like, after, I was like, oh, that wasn't a big deal. Like, I could do backflips all day. But just the build up to it, it was an art. It was like a whole process of recalling what I could do and remembering, picturing in my mind the backflip on the trampoline that I've been so comfortable with. And this backflip transferred into a backflip off of a 24-foot platform in the middle of the Bahamas. And it's just like a crazy experience. And I wouldn't have been able to experience that if I didn't have the proper training beforehand. And it was, even though it's like, whatever, it's a backflip, you know, like no big deal. A lot of people can do them. It was just like a whole new level of just life that I've never experienced before. And it was really cool. And that's just one example of how I've used the art of living in a positive way without being too risky, but still knowing my limits, knowing my capabilities, and going only a step beyond it, and not doing something irrational and stupid and eventually getting myself hurt. From that experience, I learned how cautious of a person I actually could be. Some of my actions aren't very cautious, but from that singular experience, I've realized in myself that I am capable of what I think I am, but I think it's good that I'm cautious about it. Thank you.